Hello, mi gente. Welcome back to another Boruto review. My name is Papa Berto. How you doing? I hope you guys are doing all right, and I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boruto. I gotta really quickly let you guys know, though, that next week there's gonna be no episodes of Boruto, so maybe expect it within 2 weeks' time. And I don't know why they're taking a break. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea why they're taking a break. It could be because of a Japanese holiday. It could be because just in general they just want to take a break on the show and they're slowing things down a little bit on the anime. But right now, the one thing I gotta talk about is the gripe that I had in this episode. Naruto, looking back at all his interactions with Boruto, was actually a sweet moment. I did like that very much. The problem was that they had these flashbacks of the interactions with Boruto and Naruto, and they took almost the first half of the episode away. All those flashbacks took the first half of the episode away. I did not like that one bit. I feel that what they were trying to go for was emotional impact when they did these flashbacks, right? And from my side of things, the emotional investment was there. Like, I was actually invested into the flashbacks, and I was like, okay, you know what, that's actually sad, because Naruto's thinking about, wow, you know, I didn't really treat Boruto the way I should have. And it resonates with me because I've been watching the show. I understand Boruto's side of things, while I also understand Naruto's side of things. And just seeing that kind of gave me that emotional, like, impact. But then when the cutscenes kept playing and playing, I said cutscenes, the flashbacks that kept going and going and going, it quickly lost its meaning. You know, like, the emotional impact was not as great because they oversaturated the amount of flashbacks that they had, okay? Just imagine if you have a steak every once in a while, right? Let's say once a year. It's a special thing, so you enjoy it more because you don't have it often. But if you were to eat steak every other day, it wouldn't really mean anything. You know, it would be like, okay, this is a thing I do every other day, no big deal. And that's essentially what I got from these flashbacks. It's like an oversaturation of a good thing, and then thus it became a bad thing, you know? But other than that, the episode was solid. I like the little line Chojuro had in this episode where he talks about Kagura. He's like, hey, if I were to die here, Kagura will become the next Mizukage, so I'm not worried about the village. It speaks volumes for me because, one, it connects even more dots to that specific arc, and then also it potentially give us the impression that Kagura at some point will become the Mizukage in the Boruto series, and hopefully he'll become like an actual character in the Boruto manga soon, like a regular character, not something like that you see on a one-off arc and then never see him again, or you only hear about him through references. I don't like that kind of character. I wish they would make him come back for something big in the future, because I feel that that would give us a little bit to go on, and you know, I feel like the world will get expanded a lot more in general. The one other thing that I feel that they did perfectly was the screen time they gave Naruto and Boruto once they reunited. You know, they kind of talked out their differences, they talked out their side of things in a way, and I love that. And you could tell that Naruto truly felt bad about the way he was treating Boruto, and he apologized, and he wasn't even looking him in the eyes. It was like, you know, just those little things mattered. Those little things added to what interested me about the episode. And just seeing that they took the time to essentially just give you that little bit of screen time with Boruto and Naruto so they can amend their problems and basically focus on the fight fully in the next week's episode, or I shouldn't say next week's episode, on the next episode. You know, it speaks volumes for me. I really did enjoy that. Of course, because the flashbacks that I was talking about took half of the episode, we did not really get to see much of a fight. We did see Tsuchikage, Mizukage fighting Kinshiki. And by the way, I gotta talk about this because it's very, very important to me. Before Momoshiki absorbs Kinshiki, Kinshiki says, as my guardian once did for me when he entrusted me his power, I will do the same for you. And then he turned into like a chakra fruit, which Momoshiki ate. What I'm really interested about is if they're gonna touch up on that process within the Otsutsuki clan. I would love to understand how they go about deciding who does that, okay? Because if Kinshiki had a guardian, which Kinshiki is Momoshiki's guardian at the current moment, how does that work? At what point do you decide I gotta give him my power? is it at a moment of crisis like in the Boruto arc right now? Or is it something where, you know, if there's not enough chakra to go around, they'll just give it to the next person. They'll entrust their body and their chakra to the next person. I don't know how that goes. So I want to know more about it because it seems interesting. And before all of that happens, Momoshiki says, I will teach you how my clan does things. Like something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing here. And I'm very interested in seeing the whole process on how they go about doing that. Okay, next thing is Urashiki. Urashiki being the one character that got added into the series, or the one villain that got added into the series, and he's AFK, he's MIA right now, you don't know where he's at. I don't know, man, like that man just sounds fishy to me. From what Shikamaru said, because we have a little scene with Shikamaru, basically letting all the Jonins know, be on full alert, be on high alert, because this guy could still be roaming around, and we just don't know yet. Urashiki has all these powers stored up, right? His power is to essentially take your power and use it for himself. Not take it as in take it away from you, but he can essentially copy it. Now, what I want to know is he gonna be one of those enemies that he's gonna return, but he's gonna return with all these amazing abilities, and then he's gonna essentially be one of the main antagonists in the background? Think about how Toby was really the leader of Akatsuki from behind the scenes without people knowing. I wonder if he's gonna be like that, but for Kawaki. The one enigma that I'm really truly worried about right now is Urashiki. Alright, as we all know, Urashiki had the power of the Rinnegan from what it seemed like, and then he also took Mitsuki's Sage power, and you guys saw that Mitsuki ended up being in critical condition. They also showed Mitsuki in the episode, and he's fine. It's just that he's exhausted. He really can't move, and essentially he's just hospitalized. But you know, for the most part, he's okay, and I'm glad that he's okay, because Mitsuki is one of those core essential characters that I really love in the Boruto series. I wish that his goal in life was more than just essentially be a bodyguard for Boruto. I wish he had more aspirations for himself because he's such a cool ninja. But you know what? I guess I'm asking for too much because so far they haven't really gone into anything too crazy, right? So I should just wait and see what they do. According to Shikamaru, Urashiki might still be roaming around in the Leaf Village. So he basically tells all the Jonins to stay on high alert and protect the Leaf Village because this is a dangerous character, right? You know, he has, like I said before, the power of the Rinnegan. And I don't know how that works. I want to also know how that works, by the way. You know, when they introduce these different methods of using power in Naruto, I'm very interested in seeing how they work because, you know, it depends on how interesting they are, of course. But I'm interested in seeing how they work because I want to know if there's like a limit, if there's some restrictions to it. For example, with Urashiki, I want to know whatever power he takes, does it have a limit on it? Does it have, like, how much he can use it? Does he get to use the power whenever he wants after he's taken it? Like, how does that work? I would love to see that too. I mean, and of course, he's gonna be in the future episodes at some point. You know, just letting you guys know, right now in the manga, we haven't seen him at all. But I'm hoping that in the future we do see more of him and he actually does show us like what the power is for and how it works. Because I feel that if they do that, they can give us a better understanding of how to beat him. But I'm pretty sure that we'll see Urashiki in the future episodes, just simply because of the fact that they added him now essentially to become a villain later down the line. He's not gonna be taken down with Kinshiki and Momoshiki, obviously. So it's one of those things where you kind of just have to wait it out. You know, the last bit out of the episode that made me laugh, but it was cool. Like, it was a cool moment. It was when Momoshiki looked at Boruto with the Byakugan, and he's like, he said something along the lines of, "Oh, you're gonna be burning with like a really bad fate." You know, I'm paraphrasing again, but essentially, Momoshiki's just basically foreshadowing for those anime-only viewers. He's foreshadowing what's gonna be going on with Boruto in the future, and it was so cool to just have him say that because in the next few episodes, you're gonna like get a full-on explanation why he said that in this week's episode. But yo, I'm telling you, I can't wait for the future of Boruto in the anime. While I do enjoy the manga, it is way too slow, and the artwork kind of bothers me. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. The artwork for the manga just irritates the ever living shit out of me. So I'm hoping that once they animate all of this stuff, I'm gonna be able to enjoy it a lot more than what I did with the manga. And you know, the manga's going strong. Like plot wise, the manga's going strong, and we're seeing a lot of new stuff. So I'm hoping that the anime can adapt it the right way. Anyways, guys, I'm out. No more reviews until 2 weeks from now. And I hope you guys can hold on tight. If that's the only show you currently watch right now, you're going to have to be waiting a while just to see the next episode. But don't worry, we'll get back as soon as possible. I'm out, guys. Peace.